So now we are here in Chelek Vav. זה פירוש שאמר רב חנה. We read it in the last shiur, but it stopped in the middle. So we'll try to do something about it. That Rabbi Chana, he went in the desert, and Gemara says that he went to investigate, to look out of the importance of the midah of anava, of humility. שהאדם ישים עצמו כמדבר הדוש, שהכל דשים עליו, that he's like a desert. And we said, any time that Rabbi Nachman brings something new and puts the same thing that he learned before in this something new, something has to be new, something has to be different. He doesn't say, oh look, what I learned and what I taught you up to now, it goes also in the Gemara. I come to show you a proof that my lesson is right. Yeah? Like when I don't remember the names of the rabbis, I have a problem with it, to remember names. But when one of the Litvak genius learned with, I think it was Rabbi Zushan. So he asked him, where do you take this perush from? So he says to him, the same place where the Tana took it from. that's where I take it from, I mean to say, Rabbeinu, he took his lessons straight from Hashem, yeah? But everything is inside the Torah, so he shows us where is it in the Torah. But it's not that I need a proof that it's in the Torah to say that what I say is true. I don't need anything. But when he puts it inside, yeah, so he reveals something new in the Torah, in the lesson that he gives us. And our lesson now is how do you make tshuva. So what's the new part here when he talks about desert? Before he told us that you have to be quiet. And he told us there are 2 degrees in being quiet. One, don't say anything, And the second, that your heart will be quiet. And here he goes to a higher level. You have to be like a desert. What is the desert? Is sand. The sand job is that everybody is treading on him. That's my job. It's not I have to hold myself and no, that's how it's supposed to be. And if you go and see on the rabbis that people coming to them to ask questions, so they sit there and everybody's coming in, especially the big rabbis, the big poskim, everybody's coming in asking questions. Nobody's paying. Yeah? And what questions they ask? They are big, hard questions? No. Simple halachic questions. Another one, and the same question, and the same way, and he listens to you. He knows already the answer. Before he stops speaking, he knows the answer. And he listens, and he says to him, yes, oh, okay. So in your case, you should do like this. Yeah? That the man won't feel, that he asked a silly question. Right. In your case, you should do like this. Yeah? It's like a desert, That's my job. My job is, I learned Torah. Hashem gave me a good seichel, and I had the power to sit down and learn. Now, that's my job. They pay me, they don't pay me. I don't work for them. I work for Hashem. Yeah? And when they make, you go to the base team, and he shouts at them, you are wrong, you don't know how to think. Okay, that's my job. That's what I have to do. That's what I was born for. So each one of us also, we're in the same place. We were born to be like a desert. I have a wife, I have kids, I have work, I'm also a rabbi in my place, you know. I have payers, I have a beard, you know. I daven like this, or I daven like this. People see me, yeah, and they come and they say what they have to say. Okay, you should listen and hear. Rav Nachman said one time, you know, that he has so much to say, but he wants to listen. Why? Because when people speak, even they speak about what happened in the world, he hears such big secrets in every word that everybody is speaking, that he hasn't got the power to speak himself. He don't want to lose the new secrets that he learned from everything. Because all the world is full of Torah. Every part in the world is full of Torah, full of secrets, full of Hashem, full of good things, you know. Only we don't have the eyes to see it.
Or the ears.
Or the ears to hear it, yeah. So this is the desert. And and he saw geese in the desert. The wings were going down. They didn't fall off altogether, but they were too heavy to carry them. So wings are made up of feathers, and feathers in Hebrew is notzot, and notzot is like yinatzu. It's close to yinatzu. Yinatzu is a fight. When two people are fighting, and one of them stops himself from fight, he holds the world on his shoulders. אין הקדוש ברוך הוא מעמיד את העולם, אלא על מי שבולם פיו בשעת מריבה. מעמיד עולם על בלימה. על מי שבולם את פיו בשעת מריבה. God is standing all the world on this one that holds himself in the time of fighting. Because this is the time to hold yourself. Because this is the hard time to hold yourself. Because when you're in a fight and someone is shouting at you, now to hold yourself is, you know, even if you have an argument with someone and he is in one room and you're in the other room, okay, you can hold yourself. But when you're in the same room and he starts going on, now to hold yourself, so Hashem holds the world on this man. He's like the dust in the desert. And this is the Shemitah, and when he speak about Shemitah, he says Shemitan Knafayu, and he say with I don't know what it is, they are loosened down, you know, the wings are loosened down. So it's like in the Shemitah. In the Shemitah, you have to loosen down your hands and don't take any money that anyone owes you. So it means I'm loosening myself down. What does he owe me, this guy? He's fighting against me. What does he owe me?
Kavod?
Huh? Kavod. He owes me kavod. You know, in the Shemitah, this guy owes me money. Money is called damim. Okay? Damim is money and is blood. And the blood is the nefesh, is the soul, is on the blood. So when he is humiliating me, what does he do? The blood is going out of the face. Yeah? Instead of being red, you become white.
His face is red, yours is white.
Yeah, right. So he's losing my blood.
Right.
He's taking off my blood. To humiliate someone in public is like murder. It's the same. You killed him. So what does he owe me? He owes me nefesh. He owes me the blood. He owes me money. Because it's the same. It goes the same. Don't ask it, God. Don't take his blood because he's taking your blood. Don't take his honor because he's taking your honor. Leave your hand. And why do they leave their hands? Why? Because they think, you know, why he is humiliating me? because I am a big sinner, you know. I made a lot of sins, a lot of averas, and I deserve it. This is what I deserve. It's not by accident that he came over and started shouting on me. That's what he had to do. It's Hashem told him. You know, like when David HaMelech went out of Jerusalem, when Absalom rebelled against him. So Shimei ben Gera, that was the head of the Sanhedrin, the head of all the rabbis at the time of David HaMelech, start shouting at him, cursing him, and throwing stones on him. And he said, keep quiet. Hashem told him to swear at me. Yeah? That's what we understand. This is the biggest thing we have to understand. Hashem is ruling the world, and He is managing the world every moment, and everything. And whatever goes, that's how it should go. That's exactly how it should be. There's not 1 centimeter to this side and not to this side. This is how it should be. And this is the best shower, the best mikveh a man can have is being humiliated. In public, it's the best. You have to look after it. You have to go and look after it. How can I get humiliated by someone? But this is not good for him, so don't do it, you know. But if it happens already, it's very good. להתראות. Okay. ונגדן אחרי במשחה מיתותיו, and there's rivers of oil going under the wings of these geese. Why? על ידי השתיקה זוכים לכבוד אלוקי שהוא בחינת שמן. By keeping silence, they get the כבוד אלוקי that we learned in the beginning. That you should get to the point where you get the kavod eloki, meaning Hashem gives you this kavod, and meaning you are giving this kavod to Hashem. Means that people are giving you kavod, they mean to give you kavod, but you don't receive this kavod. Straight away it goes to Hashem. As they say, how do you know who is your rabbi? How do you know who can be your rabbi? So one of the signs who can be your rabbi, first of all, you have to be able to listen to him and to accept what he says. But if you have some fear from him, why? Because this fear, this yira, it's the yira from Hashem. Yeah? When you get, as they said, everybody that went close to Rabbi Nachman had a very high fear, and he had to have so much, omets, guts. Yeah, that's what he's saying. To ask him any question, because it was really frightening. When he holds the table here, and you will hold the table on the other end, you will feel the table moving. Because Rabbeinu was afraid of Hashem all the time. He was shaking from fear. And you will hold the table on the other side, you will feel it, the table is shaking. So, when you are afraid of Rabbeinu, what is there to afraid from? You know, he's not Muhammad Ali, a boxer, you shouldn't be afraid of him. He's not a gangster, he's not the prime minister or whatever. Why are you afraid of him? When you think about it, because Hashem is with him. Because Hashem, so straight away when I give him honor, I give Hashem honor, straight away. But he has to have the power not to take this honor to himself. So these Chachamim, you know, after they put themselves to the Madrega of desert, now any honor that you give them, you know, they don't get the honor, they don't feel the honor. It's what can say? I can dream about how it's supposed to be. You know, I cannot really know how it is.
It's hard to actualize.
Yeah, it's hard to actualize. Yeah, and when you come to this point in Rabbeinu's Torah, so you're in a problem. Because Rabbeinu said, every part of my Torah has to be speaking to you. You have to find the point that is speaking to you. But what we can do, you know, we can try and give honor to Hashem. And when we feel that someone is giving us honor, so we can say, you know, it doesn't belong to me. Like when you give tzedakah to someone. No, don't thank me, thank Hashem. Hashem gave me the money and that's it. Like I told you this story in Moharan. There was a very rich guy that used to come from Egypt to Moharan.
Wow.
So one time, and he had a special purse with the tzedakah, and everyone that asked him, he took money and gave away. And there came one woman, she was crying in her son. He didn't really understand what she wants, so he took the purse and told her, take whatever you want, take. So she put her hand inside and took it, and she was happy, you know. 1 minute she was crying, the second minute she was happy. She said, wow, she saw a miracle. So he went, he turned to the other side and said, Hashem, the same way you made a miracle for her, made a miracle for me. Yeah? He didn't say the same way that I right. He said the same way you did a miracle for her. I mean, you gave me the money. The money is in my hand, but that's all. It's yours. It's not mine. You know, you gave me the sechel. You gave me the power. You gave me the ability to have a tzlacha. Okay, it's yours. Only I'm like a hose pipe to bring the water. Eh?
A conduit.
Oh yeah.
Messenger.
Messenger, you know, but like a pipe, you know, conduit is a pipe.
Conduit is a pipe, yeah.
It's a pipe where water goes through it.
Yes.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Okay. So מבחינת שמן, כמו שכתוב, אתה צדק ותשנא רשע, על כן משכך אלוהים שמן ששון מחבריך. In Tehillim he says, you loved righteousness and you hated resha, vicious. Yeah? That's why Hashem put the oil of the Malchus on your head. So you have to love justice, not I want justice, I would like it to happen. Yeah? You have to love justice and to hate evil. It's a madrega of David HaMelech. He was a king, you know, and he had to love justice and hate evil. Each one of us also is a king in his small kingdom. Yeah, so you have to love justice and hate evil, everything. It's a very difficult job to do it, because even that you love justice and you hate evil, when you see like two kids are fighting, and one of them is right and one of them is wrong, and you love justice and you hate evil, so you take your big hand and you give them whoop. What did you do? You did justice? No, he didn't do justice, you know. But it's very hard. You have to love justice and keep your feelings. I hate evil. He's doing evil. I hate it. But it's one thing to hate the evil, and it's another thing how you react to it.
Yes.
It's two things, and that's a big job, because normally, you know, I have a friend, he's a big guy, and he hates evil because he was there before he made the tshuva. And it happens to him all the time, you know. He comes into a fight between people, and he himself was a big fighter, yeah. And now he separates them, and he goes inside, like he takes people like this. He's so strong, you know. But it's a hard work, because his normal feeling, you know, he told me, the normal feeling is to go into them and I start hit them, yeah. So I have to hold myself and just separate, you know. Like, they feel the power that he has in his hands. They don't want to mess with him, you know. But for him, it's hard to hold himself, because he's going to do justice, but you have to do it gentle. You cannot do it with your.
Avat shalom bin Adam lechavero.
Huh?
Avat shalom bin
Adam lechavero. Yeah, but you have to do it.
Yeah.
You have to do it. This is and each one has his tests all his life. This is the test that's going on. כן, ואמין עליו, איתלי מיני חוקת העמדתן, asked them, do I have a part? One held his arm up, and one showed his leg. So the leg is הארץ אדום רגלי, this is the bottom נקודה, the נקודה התחתונה. וחדד על יאי כנף, he pick up his wing. This is the כיסא הכבוד that we learned about. לא ייכנף עוד מורך. זה מבחינת נקודה עליונה. היינו שהראו לרבא בר בר חנא, they showed רבא בר בר חנא, שגם הוא זכה לאלו הבחינות. And he got to this point of anava, humiliation. אמר רבי אלעזר, דידים ישראל ייתן עליהם את הדין. כי ישראל נקראים אדם, וקודש הבריחו בישראל, כול אחד. ישראל are going to give the judgment on this geese, because Israel are called Adam, a man, a human being. וקודש הבריחו בישראל, כול אחד, הקדוש ברוך הוא ישראל, they are one. בישראל שמבחינת אדם ישבו על הכיסא. On the time to come, Israel will sit on the כיסא, like it's written, that we learned before, ועל הכיסא דמות כמראה אדם, וישראל ייתנו דין לכל באי עולם, והיינו הם ישפטו בעצמם כל הדינים. Wow. We will have to sit on the chair, and all the world, all the people of the world, whoever will stay after the Mashiach will come, we will have to judge them. I don't want to be the judge of the Arabs. You know, or maybe I will be in this madrega that I will be able to hold myself. You know, because you will have to judge. You know, think about it. I have to judge Arabs that killed Jewish like this, Germans. You know, who can do it? Who can do it? Straight away you say, okay,
Kill.
Yeah, that's what you say. Why? Because you have the hatred inside of you, and I cannot hold it. You know. Now I see it, but who knows? You know, how did they grow up?
Exactly.
You know, how were they educated? You know, what can you expect if a kid, since he's a small kid, 5 years old, is educated in this way? How can he change? You know,
It's also from Hashem.
yeah, for sure. But I have to see it. It's from Hashem. Hashem made, you know, and there was one guy from the Hezbollah that he became Jewish. He converted, yeah. And he wrote a book. And it's amazing, you know, how it got to his head to understand that there's something else
Besides murder.
Besides murder. Yeah. He was raised up on this way. And something changed in his head when he was doing work for the Hezbollah, you know, so he had to be like a spy, you know, looking and how the Jewish people are living. And he said, wow, they are human beings. And it got into his head, and it got into his heart, and he helped Israel for a while when he was still in the Hezbollah, and then he had to run away, and he converted. So you have a judgment. I mean, every man in any place, in any time, has the chance to make tshuva, to change his life. If he's a Jew, if he's a goy, whatever, he can have the chance. But we don't know how hard it is. You know, he says when Mashiach will come, he will force all the world to the Yiras Shamayim, to the work of Hashem. So I spoke about it with the friends, and they say, why? Why does he have to force me? He doesn't have to force me. When he will come, it will be easier to learn, it will be easier to make mitzvahs. In what point he has to force me? So one of the points that I thought, is to accept your friend, that he is different than you are. This is one of the hardest points. To accept he is different. And that's how Hashem wants him to be. And that's it. It's not that the normal is everybody has to be like me. If I'm from Ashkenaz, I have to say to pronounce the word like Ashkenaz with a Saf and Noi and this. If I'm Sfaradi, I have to say Het and Ayin.
Right.
This is the right way. This is the only right way there is. There's nothing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, but he says with a Het and Ayin, and I can say it. If I work hard, I can say it. And he said it with a Saf and a Noi. If I work hard, I can say it. But what do you want with me? I grew up in the kibbutz. So I don't say not like you and not like you.
Yeah.
But so they will have to accept me. I will have to accept them. And if Mashiach will come and say there's only one way to pronounce the Hebrew word, so we'll have to learn the right way. But in the meantime, each one in the time of Mashiach will also be different. The 12 tribes. Each one was different than his friend. We have to accept it. We have to see. Love justice and hate evil. Yeah, he loves justice. He hates evil. He's okay. Yeah, he comes to it in a different way. Yeah, he approaches it in a different way. He behaves in a different way. Okay, that's how he is, I think it's very boring that if everybody will be the same, yeah. But this is only when you have the seichel you think like this. But when you have the heart, the feeling, and you don't hold them, he doesn't behave. He doesn't. All the tribes, all the different tribes.
You see the beauty of it.
Yeah, you have to see the beauty. Yeah. Now a friend of mine told me he was in Africa, and he saw all kind of tribes in Africa. Okay, each one of them has a different way of living altogether than what we live here. Okay, they're okay. They're Africans. They live like Africans. Okay. No, they don't come into war with us. They don't. Okay. Okay, so we finished this part. I don't know if I covered everything. If I said all what I had to say from the last shiur. Let's see. Okay. Let's hope. וזה פירוש. ידבר מתחתנו ולומים תחת רגלינו. Okay. Now we put everything again in the pasuk in Tehillim. But we can see what he means here, that it's not going all the way back, because it starts from the end. What is the end of this part? That we will sit on the chair and we'll have to give the judgment to all the world. And this is this pasuk, Yadber Amim Tachtenu. He will put all the nation underneath Israel's legs, Ulumim Tachat Ragleinu, and all the Amim, Lumim. Yeah? But here, what is Yadber? Yadber, it will put underneath us, but it also comes out of the word Midbar and Dibur. Yeah, Midbar, desert, and Dibur, speak. Yeah. So, how we'll get there? By being like a desert. How we will rule them? By the speaking, by the talking. זה בחינת חיריק, and this is the חיריק, נקודה תחתונה של א', שהוא בחינת תחת רגליו והארץ אדום רגלי, like we said before, it brings all the psukim from before. יבחר לנו את נחלתנו, ידבר מתחתנו, יבחר לנו, after all the nation will be underneath us, he will choose our country. וזה בחינת משה, נקודה עליונה של הארץ. יבחר is the chosen land, but is also the chosen person. Yeah? So it's like the upper part of the Aleph. מבחינת נימר הרקיע, דמות כיסא, again this pasuk, וכיסאו כשמש, פני משה כפני חמה, כמאמר חז"ל. רבי שמעון אומר, נחלה זו שילה, שילה זה משה. Okay, all these פסוקים. את גאון יעקב, זה בחינת הבא. So, the pasuk is ידבר עם תחתנו ולא תחת רגלינו, this is the bottom dot of the Aleph. יבחר לנו את נחלתנו, this is the upper part of the Aleph. את גאון יעקב אשר היה סלע, גאון יעקב is the vav of the Aleph. And this is the oil, the tent, and this is the light that lights for Moshe and Yoshua. Okay, now this I run over it, yeah, because now it's going again. All the Torah we learned, you know, you can look up all the shiurim, and what he brings up here, what I took from here, is what is not written here. Because he doesn't bring the end of the pasuk. He says, ידבר עמים תחתנו ולאומים תחת רגלינו, it's the bottom part. יבחר לנו את נחלתנו, he will choose our country, yeah? It's the higher part of the Aleph, it's משה רבנו. את גאון יעקב, so he mentions Yaakov here, so this is the Vav, and this is the light of Israel, because Yaakov is the third father and is the highest father. But the end of the pasuk is Asher Aher Stella, that he loved. Yeah?
Forever.
Yeah? Forever. So this is the point on this part. What is the point? That Hashem loved us, you know. So without the love you cannot start anything. Because like a kid that learns to walk, how does he learn? He starts and he falls down, and he starts and he falls down. He starts trying to stand up, you know, and he falls down, and then he holds something, you know, and then he starts crying because he doesn't know how to go down. So he's trying, if someone is there to help him, good. If not, so he's falling down. Yeah? And like this he's learning to. If the father wouldn't love him, he wouldn't have the patience to wait. No, walk. What is the big problem to walk? What do you have to learn so long how to walk? It's the same with us. What we said in the beginning, that you have to go. When you want to walk on the way of tshuva, It's walking on a way. Yeah? So sometimes you don't walk at all. Sometimes you walk, but not on the right way. Yeah? So if the Father wouldn't love us, He wouldn't have patience. 50 years I have to wait for you. Until you start walking, not until you are running on the way and you are a professional Baal Tshuva. No. Just start walking on some way of Tshuva. So long I have to wait for you. If it wasn't for the end of the Pasuk, Asher Ahev Sela, that He loved, so we wouldn't have any chance to make it. So on every stage, we have to remember that this is a success. Whatever we do is a success. Because if Hashem wouldn't have the patience for us, so in the like I said like this, there was a rich man and he wanted to invest his money in something good. So he thought, okay, we'll go real estate. Okay, how much do I have to invest? $1 million. He looks around, this is a good property, I see people are living there, I can make good money out of this property, and it's stable, it will keep its value, everything is okay. Okay, let's find out the owner of the building. Okay, now is the time to be happy. I found where to put my money. It's a good time. No, it's only there, Okay. He finds the owner, speaks, he write, how do you say, the
contract.
Not the contract, before the contract they write agreement. First
sale.
First agreement. And after this they will sit down and on the details.
Negotiate.
Okay. So this is the time to be happy? No. Now we have to take a lawyer and sit down and do the details of and find out everything and take care and find. Okay, finished finding the details. We sit down with the lawyer, we made the contract, we signed the contract. Now the building is mine. Okay, now is the time to be happy? No, now I have to start and taking care, everything, fix this and fix that and move the money from this place and from this place. Okay, finished fixing, all the apartment rented out, everything is okay. You found out the guy to take care of the fixing
maintenance.
Maintenance, yeah. Everything is okay. It's running. Now is the time to be happy? No. Now I'm so tired from the business. I have to go on vacation with my wife and kids. Okay, going to the car, driving to the mountains. So we have to turn right. No, you have to turn. His wife says, no, we have to turn left. The kid said, no, 5 minutes later there's a forest, we can rest in the forest. I can't leave me alone, I don't have any power anymore, I had enough. So what is it? Every stage I have to be happy. I have $1 million, okay, I should be happy. I found where to invest them, I should be happy. I made the first agreement, be happy. I finished the contract. Every step we have to find the point of being happy there. Yeah? And the point of being happy there is Hashem loves us. And He gave me the chance to pass another 5 minutes. I'm walking towards the Bet Knesset. Should I be happy? No. I didn't daven yet. But walking to the Bet Knesset, it's a big thing. But if I would daven, I won't be good and I won't be on Kabbalah. Okay. But you're going to the Bet Knesset. You want to do something good and you are walking towards it. Good. You can be happy. You put your tefillin on, be happy. You start saying one word, one bracha, be happy. On any stage, for sure you have to be much, much better than you are. Yeah? Many people were good people. Much better than I am. Okay? So I can be depressed all my life. I'm not as good as them, not in making money, not in being a good husband, not in being a good father, many things. I'm so bad I can be depressed. I can go to a mental hospital and stay there all my life, But no, I have the points that I have. Go. Go on this point, these are good points. Go on, learn. Try and do better, we learned after here, I didn't believe that we will get here. Really, I didn't believe, I thought I'm going to finish in Hay. That's the most I can. We got up to here. We learned like Rav Kenning from Tzfat, no chance. Like Rav from no chance. No, I'm far away from them. But I learned. Rabbi Nachman looked at me. Hashem looked at me out of these letters, out of this learning. Very good. Yeah, I want more, sure. I want more. I want much more. But if Hashem will want, He will give me. In the meantime, He loves me enough to listen to my to my small learning and love this learning. It says in the Zohar, it says that Hashem plants forests of Arvei Nachal and forest of Etz Hadat, of trees, higher trees. So he says that the people that learn Torah without understanding is like the Arvei Nachal, that they don't give willows,
fruit.
Willows, weeping willows.
Weeping
willows, yeah. That they don't give fruit, and they need a lot of water. And when you learn with understanding, it's trees that gives
fruit trees.
Yeah, fruit trees. But even those, that learn without understanding, they plant trees, and a weeping willow is a beautiful tree, and it gives a lot of shade, and you can enjoy it. And Dafka, the weeping willow, gets all the water of the river, why? Because it says someone told me, I didn't see it by myself, but someone told me a midrash that when Moshe Rabbeinu, Hashem showed Moshe Rabbeinu all the generations. So when he got to our generation, he started crying. He said, "Wow, what a beautiful generation!" So nobody understands why. He said, to live in such a dark generation, such a small understanding in the Torah, and still want to learn Torah, it's the highest madrega. You don't have a nevuah. Not that you are not a navi, but in your generation you even don't have a nevuah. You cannot see a navi. He said that's the biggest generation. And for us, we look up on them. We look unto them. Now we want to be like this. He said, no. This is the point is you have to give Hashem what you have, and that's all He wants. What you have, this is what He wants. And these trees are in the Garden of Eden, in Atzilut, wherever they are, in the high places. What I learned without understanding. So if I learn with understanding, only I know it's a low understanding, I'm planting fruit trees.
Planting fruit trees.
Yeah. What does it mean that I plant fruit trees? That someone else can eat them in one time, and he will eat them, and he will plant new trees, and the other one will plant new trees. Like yesterday, I went to the hospital to visit one of the guys that was wounded in the accident. There was an accident in the middle of the night, with two amazing young guys, 30 years old, and they both crashed. They told the wife that they have a couple of hours. And after the past couple of hours, they told her that he is going to be crazy all his life. He got wounded. They both got wounded in the head, and now they're both okay. Yeah. One of them is already out. It's a month, exactly a month. Yeah. One of them is out already at home, it's hard for them. They cannot learn a lot, but they speak normal. They recognize everybody. They can, you know. It will take time to. So I went to visit him, and when I came back, someone else, a young guy that was there, 20 years old, that was there, took me back home in his car. So he's speaking, this guy, I learned with 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 this guy. So I told him, you know, I'm your grandfather, because this guy and this guy, they are my Talmidim. So I said, you know, yeah. He says, yeah, I know you. That's why I'm taking you. You know, but I don't know him. I saw him in the Bet Knesset here, but I didn't know. But what I gave them, they gave him, and he's going to give his, you know, and you don't know who you're going to give it to. You know, you can give it to people. I saw people that, you know, they are my Talmidim, but they're far away from me now. You know, but they have the kishon, they are talented. You know, they have strong head and they have power to. They are far away from me. You know, so I'm doing my job. I have to be happy. Be happy. Whatever you do, you have to. So I know this trick. You know, so someone that is lower than me says, you. But and you have to understand, the same way you look at me, I look at him. You. But it's all over the world. You know, the highest Talmid Chochem in our generation, let's say Rav Osner today. You know, Rav Osner is today. You know, he's looking up on his teachers, on his rabbis. So me, I'm nothing. But you are the biggest poisek in our generation today. Yes, man. What I learned is it's not serious. Why? Because he saw the big rabbis that he learned with, and he heard them speaking about their rabbis. What I know is, so like this it goes. If you want to be sad, you have all the reasons in the world to be sad. If you want to be happy, you have all the reasons in the world to be happy. Yeah?
You have to choose.
You have to choose. And this is the only choice.
Yeah.
This is the only real choice that we have, is or to be happy or to be depressed. Deep depression. Yeah? That's the main point of the Bechira, what we have here. Because the many things that Hashem knows we have to go through. We have to go through times of richness, time of poverty, time of being mad, times of being sad. We have to go through it. This is the way but we have the choice to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going down, I'm going towards the sadness. Hold it, stop it. You can do it. We can do it. Not you can do it. We can do it. Okay, now this is another big work on this small. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.